The world is healing. Bubba is back. Missed you, man. It's great to see you back. So thank you for gracing us with your presence. Okay, we are currently at Universal Studios. Again, it was just Halloween Horror Nights. They have a costume change quicker than Dolly Parton during a concert. It is now Christmas time here. There's a lot going on. What? I have no idea what all this Christmas stuff is. We'll have to stop by and see it later. We're gonna head to the tribute store first. We have Christmas music playing. We have an inflatable star for the Macy's Day Parade. We're gonna watch that another day. But they have all the garland up in the sign. Pretty much all the Christmas stuff goes from November 13th until January 2nd. All right, they have brand new park maps because it's the holiday season. So they got the balloons from the Macy's Day Parade. Hi, George. I haven't talked to you in a while. You have any questions for me?
Yeah, Kevin, explain to me all that the squirrel talk. The guy named Earl or something? What's the deal with him? Please explain to me.
Of course, George, I can tell you about Earl the squirrel. A lot of people don't know about Earl the squirrel. Earl the squirrel is like their holiday mascot right now. It's kind of actually a tragic story. It's about a dead squirrel. He's now haunting the place. So there's the big Christmas tree there, right? And years ago, the poor little squirrel bit on a Christmas light and got electrocuted and died. Yeah, that's the origin story of Earl the squirrel. I guess every origin story has a tragedy, so that's his origin story. So if you're very confused, he's not a Chip and Dale knockoff. He is a squirrel that used to be here, but he's no longer with us, and now he's just the face of the holidays here and all over merchandise, and it's Earl the squirrel madness. I guess thank you for that sacrifice, little squirrel. I think the reason they've really like pushed Earl the squirrel, right, because he's not an IP. They don't have to pay royalties on him. They own it. They created it. It's kind of like the Halloween Horror Nights icons. Can plaster them all over their merchandise, and they get all the profits. So I think that's why Universal is really pushing Earl the squirrel, because they don't have to pay the royalties. And also all the annual pass holders here kind of enjoy the story and like love Earl the squirrel. So this is like the merch from last year from his tree farm. Now they didn't have too much merchandise last year. It's just kind of this hat, a shirt, and like a mug. They've really apparently gone all out this year on all the Earl the squirrel merch. Inside the little hole right there, you'll see Earl the squirrel pop in and out. Now it looks like there's still spots available to have your caricature in the tribute store. We're gonna go see mine and see how it turned out. We have a bunch of snowmen taking us all the way to the tribute store. Now, so they have the Macy's Day Parade, and all the performers during the parade do kind of meet and greets throughout the entire park. So if you want to meet a certain character that's in the parade, you can probably spot them throughout the day in different areas around Universal Studios. Hashtag the pandas out waving to everyone. Hi, hashtag Merry Christmas. Now, they have a bunch of the characters out. They have the little toy rubber duck right there, all the nutcrackers, and even the little robot. Those robot costumes look new for this year. Okay, it's time to go to the tribute store. No idea what to expect, so let's head in. It looks like a barn this year. So they have a giant barn, this tribute store. Crazy how big these facades have gotten over the years. All right, we're heading in. Reindeer stables. I guess we were in like Santa's barn right now. What do we have here? Earl's brand reindeer food. Reindeer food, balanced diet, and gave him an extra cookie with his after dinner milk. This is for the reindeer dancer. So they have a milk bottle, carrots, and here it looks like the radar for Santa, his current tracked location. Polar bear up there. Hope you find your dad. All right, what's the fun little fact that we have right now?
Alrighty, so y'all remember how Earl the squirrel was placed in the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store? Well, we replaced him again, right up here.
This is for Prancer. Prancer beat his record from last year. This is how my school reports would show up when my mom would come in for the parent-teacher conference. Rudolph did great. They have all sorts of like reindeer food over here. All right, so over here, they're kids. Elf of the year. These are probably some of the creative team's kids that they put on the wall over here. And then over here, they have animals. So for your little fur baby, I guess, people who don't have kids, for the creative team, they put their animals on here, which I think is funny. All right, now it's time to go into Santa's workshop. All right, so they have a naughty or nice list here. Very odd. It's not a normal name, right? But they put Brent on here. I don't know what you did to Universal to get on that.
It has something to do with Hollywood Boulevard. I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, you fake motherfuckers acting like a snake. Why you gotta be doing all that, man? Keep your negative to yourself, dog, because I'm coming in really, really hot, dog. I don't mess with you snakes, no way. You acting like a snake, you a glass, I'm touching up. This is how it is.
And then I'm also on the naughty list for Kevin right there. So up here you have a little Easter egg Halloween Horror Nights bear that they always have. And this has been in the past 3 or 4 now tribute stores. This little dollhouse. Now over here on the workbench, this is probably some of my favorite Easter eggs I've ever seen in my entire life. So they have a cutout of E.T. and E.T.'s spaceship right there. And then they have the Orca from Jaws. And then you got the DeLorean right there with the gull-wing doors. And then right down here, I believe this was the facade for one of the tribute stores for Horror Night a couple years ago. So if you see the toys go in unpainted, they go through there and then they end up painted. Reading material that Santa reads, it's being your best self. And then self says elf in little darker letters down here. So you can see the schematic for building a giant nutcracker. And if you look up, here is Santa's giant nutcracker that he built. Now they have so many different types of toys here. Anything you can think of for DreamWorks that they have here. All the plushes. They even have dragon with donkey riding on the back. You can buy your boy Shrek. And if you look at these blocks up here, it spells out tribute. Okay, now I'm a massive Back to the Future fan, and I just noticed, so there's a train going around the top of here. If you look closely, so in Back to the Future Part 3, in order to get back, so they put the DeLorean in front of a train to get it up to 88 miles an hour. In front of the train, they put a little DeLorean, if you look closely. Such a good Easter egg, and I love that. You have a giant portrait of Santa right there. Buy a helmet and get a steering wheel for free. So they have the Fast and the Furious. This is new. It's like a little kid. It almost looks like a Power Ranger helmet, but it's like a motorcycle helmet. But they don't wear helmets in Fast and the Furious, so it doesn't make sense at all. Now we're heading off into the next room. The world famous 5-foot-tall squirrel, only at Earl the Squirrel's Christmas Curious Museum and Emporium. I guess this is where we're heading now. Love this because you know how I love like tacky tourist stops. This is great. But they got the Grinch up there. Mugs this year. They have so much Earl the Squirrel merch, it's crazy. So they have Earl the Squirrel, their very own little Earl the Squirrel that goes inside the mug. I know they have special fudge for $12. They have eggnog fudge. I don't know how I feel about that. Cotton candy, cookies and cream, peanut butter chocolate, or Rocky Road. It was the Earl the Squirrel tree farm last year. They put the sign from last year right up here. They have stockings up here and they spell out Earl. Here for the wax figure that you can get, it's a reindeer. Okay, let's take a look at the Christmas tree that they have here for a little Easter egg. So they have Earl the Squirrel right here. Another little Earl the Squirrel plush. Universal Studios. Then they have an oh, yeah, you can hear him getting electrocuted up there. Oh my god. Now they got the bottom of the Christmas tree. They have like oil drum barrels and they've painted Santa on them. All right, now the food is in the second room this year. So you don't really know where the line is. It's kind of a smaller room, so there's not enough room for everyone, I feel like. Now this whole room smells like roasted nuts because they have fresh roasted nuts right down here. One bag for $6. All right, it's time for our tribute store snacks. What should we go with? Oh my god, what is that? All right, so they have the hot cocoa bombs, they have whoopie pies, they have cookie dough balls, they have the cake jars with Earl on it, caramel apples, Christmas tree brownies, then they have a moose mug, Yule log brownie, and they have jumbo macaroons right here. All right, rapid fire rundown of all the Earl the Squirrel merch that they have. They have pine scented Earl the Squirrel candles, a very nutty Universal Studios, and then you have Earl the Squirrel there. You have kind of a wooden Earl the Squirrel carrying a Christmas tree ornament. Then they have a special annual pass holder Earl the Squirrel ornament. I'm really tempted to buy this one. Short sleeve shirt, Earl the Squirrel, annual pass holders. Here's just a little decorative Christmas block. Here's kind of a weird little snow globe of Earl. Snow in there.
No, I thought they were all.
They have this hoodie right now, Earl the Squirrel. Let's see what's on the back. The same design that's kind of on everything right now. I really like this. All right, so $60 and this hoodie can be yours. They have a Earl the Squirrel tree farm magnet. And then like gift tags to put on your presents. They have Earl the Squirrel gift tags. They literally have everything right now for Earl the Squirrel. You can get these fun little ears, some elf glasses, and they always have rubber ducks in here that you can buy. A Christmas tree light up wand. Long sleeve shirt, kid shirt for Earl the Squirrel. All right, we're heading out now. Yep, here they come the portraits. Oh God, there I am. There I am. Oh, I'm the first one. Okay. Here I am. They I'm right next to Jackie, which is nice. So for my name tag, you can put where you live. So I put from Back to the Future, Hill Valley is where I'm from. I find it very interesting that I'm the first one you look at when you walk in through the door. I'm right there. I'm the Earl's top nut. There I am. Oh. I see Vincent got a little bulb. He's one of the brightest bulbs here, apparently. They put Rick's up here from Rick's Flicks with his hat. All right, let's see what they have over here across from all of our photos. They have the U.S. Macadamia Nut Market. It's been going up, it looks like, over the years. Same delight flavors, same great Earl's Acorn Soda. The Nutty Boy Entertainment for Squirrels. The Interview Roast Nut. A fiery discussion with the most delicious nut process in history. Okay, so yeah, things are getting interesting now. They have some coupons for some discount pizza. Earl's Tree Farming, he has a card right there. Here's an ad for Jaws right there for the cinema time. When you work for Earl, you're not just family. You become a critter, and critters are customer service focused. The customer is always our top priority. Remember, if you have to do it one way, make sure it's the Earl way, because that's the Earl guarantee. Earl says, ETESQS? I don't know. The Earl's guarantee is not legally binding and not an actual guarantee. So Disney has the 5 keys now, and they have the critter keys, I guess. Customer, reliability, integrity, that takes everything really seriously. Your career at Earl's? I could just spend all day just reading all of this stuff. It's all hilarious. And then over here, this is gonna be cold freezer nut storage. And then they got warm freezer nut storage. All right, so there's some lockers on the wall, because this is kind of like the employee break room and like the employee of the month. So you have the Earl's Top Nuts and the brightest bulb. So they have like little stickers and posters on the lockers. Earl's Extra Large Sweet Pecans for the family. Only the Earl's Christmas Curiosity Emporium. They got Save the Nut. Earl is my co-pilot. Oh, this is so dirty. Danger, electrical hazard for squirrels. And I think because they're still selling them, they're gonna fill up this wall too for Earl's gift wrappers of the season. Oh my gosh, this is from The Grinch That Stole Christmas. Enjoy the majestic peaks
I can set a reservation for if you guys would like.
Mount Crumpet National Park, Whoville Department. That's hilarious. So they have all these posters that are designed by kind of the same artists of all the national parks. So they kind of recreated one and made a parody for Mount Crumpet. Before we head into the next room, they have a sign up saying, Christmas Curiosity Museum and Emporium. Turn back, you missed us. And then they do that for like south of the border and all the tourist traps when you drive past them. It's like, turn around, you missed us. Into the Whoville Sanitation Department. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Oh wow. And normally they kind of base the stuff off the cartoon Grinch, but this looks more like the live action Grinch in Mount Crumpet. Crazy. Because you know, the Grinch has all of like the toys and all the junkets in there. So it's like kind of we're in the mountain right now. Oh, they got a picture of Max right there. The best buddy you could ever ask for. All right, so you have trash bags here, and then on the side where all the merchandise is, it says hazardous waste. Last video we kind of went over all the Grinch merchandise, so I don't need to re-go over all that stuff again. So we're just gonna be focusing on the stuff that I haven't covered yet. So again, they have all the trash piles with all the Christmas decorations. Now here's the Grinch's sleigh. It looks just like the movie where it's all full of all the presents that he stole. That's hilarious. I was trying to start up. Did you hear that? Alright, so the other wax collectible, they have a Christmas tree. Okay, we're heading into the next room. It is chilly. It's Harry Potter themed. It's nice. Definitely not my favorite room. Now it's like we're in the Great Hall right now. It's all covered in like icicles and stuff, and they're playing the music. It's not as impactful as the other rooms have been. You're choosing your house right now. You've never taken the quiz. And the reason you're choosing this house, why?
Color.
Do you know the name of it?
Ravenclaw. It's blue. Because yellow looks like 1970s yellow. Green, I grew up in Oregon, and this is just the vomit green you see everywhere that surrounds you. And I hate maroon anything, except maroon 5.
So he's Team Ravenclaw because of the blue. Now they have all sorts of like Christmas trees and everything in here. Now, it's nice, right? They have like a fireplace with the Hogwarts symbol up there, but there's just nothing really going on, right? It's just kind of like almost empty. It's nice when you first walk in, but there's not too much detail.
We have actually like
And then for the grand finale, just some Christmas trees. First official rundown of the tribute store. Really enjoy it. I think it's the best tribute store they've ever made for Christmas. First 2 rooms, 10 out of 10. I loved every single thing in it. The details, the Easter eggs, the deep cuts. The merchandise is great for this year. The Grinch room is really cool, but I think the weakest part was honestly the Harry Potter. There just wasn't much going on. There wasn't like a big grand finale for the ending, and the food is all in the second room. So I was like carrying everything but trying to film and look at the merchandise, and I like having the food at the end, so you get your food and then you just check out and you walk out, then you eat it. So we like went through and then we went back to go get the food. There's not enough room there. All right, it's now storming in Orlando, so we're gonna go down the subway tunnel and eat our food down there. Now they do like the kind of the grad fest and these other events with all these teenagers, and security has told me many things have happened right there. I would not go near there. You might need some penicillin after stepping on that ground. As you know, I have a long history with these tribute store snacks. The good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, so guys, the first thing we're gonna eat is a little Earl the Squirrel cookie. It's gonna be a squirrel gingerbread cookie. Look at his beady little eyes. There's a weird tint that's going on with Earl right now. I'm just gonna go straight in for the eyeball. Sure, that's actually really good. Earl the Squirrel gingerbread cookie. Honestly, really good. It's a nice soft gingerbread. There's not too much gingerbread flavor in there, so you're not like, oh my god. But it's enough there where you're like, oh, this is a good cookie. So I think we'll do an 8 out of 10 on the gingerbread cookie. Now they have 3 different types of flavors of macaroons. I got the, it's like a snickerdoodle macaroon. It looks like a Christmas wreath. Let's go in for it. Oh, the macaroon just kind of tasted like flavorless, kind of frosting on the inside. You know, it looks nice. I didn't really get too much snickerdoodle flavoring from the inside, like filling. I think I'll do like a 6.5 on that one. I think it looks nice, but there's not much flavor or anything going on in it. Then we're gonna have the mousse mug. I believe it's like a vanilla mousse inside, and everything is edible. It's all made out of chocolate. So the spoon is edible, the little teacup is edible, and yeah, of course the mousse is edible. They said I didn't need any utensils, so here's a chocolate spoon, here's the mousse. It's like a really light, oh, I'm getting chocolate all over me now. It's a really light and fluffy mousse. It's like a vanilla bean almost to it. When you kind of mix the marshmallows in, it's nice and flavorful. I think we'll do like a 7.5 on this. All right, now they decorated the Simpsons RV. They have a little stocking for Maggie, and then Lisa has a stocking up there for Mel's drive-in. They have a bunch of different garland up. For this garland, it's themed to have like records on it because it's like the 50s. They have jukeboxes in there. All right, so right over by Mel's drive-in, they have all the specialty food options over here. So they have some new sandwiches that we're gonna try. They have these new Christmas sandwiches. There's so much going on. There's so much different food options. It's insane. It's hard to keep up with. So they're all kind of in one central location instead of being in kind of like little booths. So first off, we're gonna start with the holiday leftovers. It's gonna be a pressed artisan cranberry bread filled with turkey and brie cheese, served with a side of turkey gravy. I know when Elsa watches this, she's gonna be really upset because this is like her type of sandwich with the brie cheese. Here we go. Wonderful brie cheese on top. It's kind of like room temperature turkey. So the bread has a very like hearty aftertaste. All right, let's put in the gravy now. The gravy's warm. Nothing really going on with that gravy. It's a good turkey sandwich. I personally wouldn't buy it again. I would do a 7 out of 10. I think it had been sitting out a little bit, so the turkey is just kind of like room temperature. It was like a hot turkey sandwich, pouring that gravy on top. Ooh, that'd be good. But for what I got, 7 out of 10. Now it's time for dessert. We got the chocolate pressed s'mores, chocolate brioche filled with ganache, marshmallow cream, marshmallows, and graham cracker crumbs. It kind of looks like if you've ever just like dropped bread on like a dirty kitchen floor and it gets like just dust and crumbs all over it. That's what this kind of looks like. It's still warm. I don't know what to expect. It's thin like a little pizza. Okay. Well, here's a little shot of the inside, right? A little bit of marshmallow fluff and some chocolate sauce. Again, it's kind of just fine, like the turkey sandwich. If I'm gonna get a dessert, I'm not gonna go with like a sandwich with just sugar in it, right? I'm gonna go with like fudge or those tribute store snack treats. I'm not gonna go with this smushed piece of bread. 6.5 for this thing. It's very mediocre. It's holiday time now and it's very busy. The line for butterbeer goes from there all the way back to here just for butterbeer. Refurb is still happening for Fast and the Furious. Notice the family is out on a mission. Now, there's nothing really crazy that's happening. There's no game-changing things happening in Fast and Furious. I think they're just kind of like fixing some stuff that's broke. It's not gonna be a massive overhaul like people thought. The beat builders are out right now. They have decorated their little convoy that says Wish. right, now they've added more garland for Haagen-Dazs. Here, let's see the details that they have. So they have all sorts of like candy and sweet treats to kind of go along with the sweet ice cream that they have. There's a little ice cream cone. When it comes to like luxury ice cream, do you like Ben & Jerry's or do you like Haagen-Dazs? I'm a Ben & Jerry's type of guy because I love like the brownie ice cream. Haagen-Dazs is good, it's just kind of overpriced and overhyped. All right, and then for the Auntie Anne's garland, they added little like glitter pretzels in the garland. In the front of the park, there's Studio Suites, and they have a special limited edition annual pass holder fudge. It's berry and vanilla. Okay, my friends, it is time to try our fudge. We've unwrapped it. It's blue, definitely. For science, everyone. No, it's like the artificial Trix blueberry yogurt with a hint of vanilla. Oh, 4 out of 10. All right, the parade is happening. Look at all these people. There's so many people here. Holy crap. Now, we're trying to walk by the Macy's parade right now. This parade's always a lot of fun. We're gonna cover a different day. I want to kind of save the different holiday stuff that they have for other videos. It's a lot of fun, but we'll show you guys it in full another day. It is just insane to see this amount of people. We just hopped over to Islands of Adventure right now. We're not gonna be doing all the Seuss Landing and the Grinchmas stuff. Here's a little look of it. We're gonna be doing that for another video probably next week, covering all the Grinch food and the Grinchmas. Now, for Halloween Day, it was called the All Hallows Eve Boutique. It's still open. I think it might be a year-round boutique now here at Islands of Adventure. Next to the fountain over there, here is All Hallows Eve Boutique. There used to be a giant skeleton here, now it's a giant Christmas tree. So, Chucky! Oh God, go away. I'm so done with you. So yeah, it's pretty much all the same merch. Nothing really new or different, just kind of how the store was last month. They just added in a Christmas tree. They did add little ornament and Christmas tree earrings, and then a little Christmas hat. There's so much going on right now here. The Wizarding World, so many people. Hagrid's is at a 2-hour wait. I haven't seen Hagrid's at a 2-hour wait in a while. Yeah, I would say crowds are gonna be like this until the end of the year. The holiday season has begun, and it's just gonna be badness. I've never seen these up before. Temporarily closed, this pathway temporarily closed, Jurassic Park environmental control. Yeah, I've never seen these up. I guess they had Hogsmeade closed off earlier. Velocicoaster is a 70-minute wait. Now, I've been hearing that the coaster's been getting a little rough. I guess the wheels are delaminating because of the heat and everything. So it's not as smooth as it was when it first opened. I haven't ridden it in a couple months, so I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I heard. All right, we're heading out right now of Universal Studios. There's more in Citywalk. You need almost multiple days to experience all the Christmas stuff they have to offer here now, because we didn't even touch any of the Grinchmas stuff. So let's go see what they have at Citywalk, and then we're gonna head out. All right, so next to the Universal Studios store, they have Mistletoe Pines. They have a giant bear. I have no idea what this is. It looks really nice and cute. North Holly Falls. I'm guessing this is fictional. Mistletoe Pines custom holiday ornament. They can get a custom metal ornament or wood, porcelain, or they can laser. I guess they can put your name and everything on an ornament. Then they have the normal bar that's normally here. All right, so Mistletoe Pine Village, elevation 2,800 feet. They have another one of these like classic National Park-esque pictures, Clayton Geyser. We're walking into Cars Land right now. We're at Mistletoe Pines Village, a cut above the rest. All right, so they have a little booth here called Festival Flavors, kind of like the Tribute Store, but it's a bunch of different sweet treats that aren't in the Tribute Store at all. Like you have a cookie butter puff, then you got like a little cake. So here's some more little cakes down here. It also looks like you can get a eggnog with bourbon and all sorts of stuff in it. They do have a little merch cart over here. Here's an Earl the Squirrel pin, but it lights up. That's great. All right, so they have a blanket that you can get. There's so many Easter eggs in this blanket, okay? So you have a mosquito stuck in the amber. You have E.T. in the sky. For Earl the Squirrel's mailbox, going to Isla Nublar. At a Time is the Back to the Future license plate. They have an egg cracking. This is the retro map from Universal Studios from back in the 90s. They have a E-Stock from Jurassic Park. He's wearing a Woody the Woodpecker hat. And then you got, for Amity from Jaws, Amity Tree Farm. And then you have a little shark fin right there for the antenna. Then you have Earl the Squirrel carrying the Christmas tree. I guess maybe the Earth is also for E.T. And then they have one of the barrels from Jaws from the Orca. And then in the back you can see E.T. spaceship. So there's a lot of different Easter eggs in this blanket that you can get. I'm really tempted to get it, but it's not as fuzzy as I like blanket. It's just kind of got a little bit of fuzz to it. Yeah, it says right here, Earl the Squirrel blanket, $60. They do have some live music out here. This is a cool little photo spot for like a couple or something. Under the mistletoe, I guess you can take a picture of you kissing underneath the mistletoe. They have another booth here for holiday sweets, and they have roasted nuts. There's another sign. I guess we're leaving mistletoe pines now. All right, so a nice little addition. There's not too much new. If you're just here visiting Citywalk, you can kind of experience a little bit of Christmas. Have some drinks, have some of the food that's offered inside the park, and some cool little photo op. So we did find some new Jurassic Park shirts. I kind of have one just like this, but it's a white ringer, and this is brand new. It says Bingo Dino DNA. It's a long sleeve one. I really like it. Oh, I thought that was the front. The back has all the cool stuff.
Okay, guys, we are back. Let's talk about our day. A lot happened. There's so much more that I still need to accomplish there. There's like 2 or 3 more videos that I have to do to cover everything. All right, so we'll do a quick rundown of everything and my thoughts about it. First off, we'll talk about the tribute store. I really enjoy the tribute store. I love the new theming. First room and second room and third room I think are great. I don't like how the food is in the second room because you like buy the food, but then you have to hold it with you and you can't really shop or look. So that's why I like when it's in the final room. So you grab your food, you check out, and then you go out and exit and eat it. So you can like shop and then buy the food. Hopefully for the next tribute store, they put it in the final room because I think that just works a lot better. The final Harry Potter room was just kind of lackluster. All the rooms are so highly detailed, and when I walked into the Harry Potter one, it was just, I don't know, it wasn't for me. But you know, you win some, you lose some. It's crazy that like these tribute stores are like full on attractions, right? I love the tribute store so much, and the creative team does such an incredible job of turning what is technically just a gift shop into something so much more. It's like a grand event to go to the tribute store. And just from the little bit that I did experience of the Christmas stuff at Universal, I have gone to some of the Disney parks to kind of experience their Christmas stuff. Those videos will be coming soon. I don't know, I just feel more Christmassy at Universal, and there's a lot better options at Universal when it comes to Christmas. And you don't have to pay a couple $100s for 4 hours of Christmas. All this Christmas stuff and the parades, they're all included with a park ticket, which is kind of crazy. In upcoming videos, we're gonna do a full rundown of the parade and Grinchmas and all that stuff. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join the family because I will keep you guys up to date on all things Universal and theme parks. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. I always enjoy the holiday tribute store snacks a little better than the Halloween Horror Nights tribute snacks because there's just so much food dye in those that, you know, they don't really taste too good. So the holiday tribute store snacks, they're all very good. If you're in the mood for a good little sweet treat, go there and get one. I wasn't expecting the whole Citywalk area. I think that's great because a lot of people just come for Citywalk, go to the restaurants, go to the clubs, and they don't pay for a theme park ticket, right? Citywalk is kind of like their own little Disney Springs at Universal. So I think it's a great way for people to kind of get that holiday joy with like the drinks and the food and the photo op within Citywalk. I really enjoyed that. I hope they keep that. I loved like the live music, and I'm excited to kind of explore that place more. We were just so tired from that day. The crowds were insane. I have not seen that many people in a theme park in a very long time. So I will say, if you're coming to a theme park in the next 2 months, it's just gonna be crowded, so just expect the lines to be long and everything. Then when everything ends, from January till May is kind of that sweet spot to come and visit. The parks are slower, the weather's still pretty nice. We have a lot going on this week. Oh my god, I'm like 10 videos behind. I'm so sorry guys, there's so much content coming. Tuesday we have a big video shoot, and then I have to edit that night and hopefully get it up pretty early on Wednesday. Pretty excited about this video, and then we'll be doing like part 2 of that video, or day 2 of the event on Wednesday, and that'll be up Thursday. There's just so much stuff happening. I'm really excited to share it with you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying all the Christmas content, and yes, the California videos will come eventually. I'm sorry, but alright guys, I love you all. Please stay safe. It's like 4 in the morning right now, and I gotta go start editing the next video. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.
I don't mess with snakes. I don't mess with snakes.
We gotta go.
Want to play, Chucky? No, Chucky. I do not want to play.